Okay, students, we'll start the lecture. 16, yeah, recording has started. Many might not have been awake at this time. Still 18 are there. Good. ठीक है. Everyone can hear me and see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, Ranjit. Ranjit, बारिश है उधर?
सर बहुत तेज है बारिश यहाँ पे. ठंड भी बहुत है आज.
हाँ, ठंड तो इधर भी बहुत है. Even here drizzling, बारिश तो नहीं है but slight drizzling है. हाँ.
ओके सर.
और from past 3 years still I'm not adjusted to this climate. बेलगाम का climate अभी तक adjust नहीं हो मेरे को.
सही है सर. टेक केयर.
हाँ वही. ठीक है, अभी थोड़ा स्टैमर करूँगा तो हंसो मत अभी. Still I'm sitting in your class 303 में बैठा हूँ.
वाओ सर. यू आर मिसिंग दैट क्लास.
Yeah, every time I take class in this class itself, in 303. Rohit sir always takes in 302. I take in 303. Ravi sir and Varun sir takes in 304. And even Basaraj sir. And even Rashi ma'am. It takes in 304. ठीक है. So we'll start. Last lecture we started about mutual funds. Okay, before going to mutual fund, we discussed something about what is financial market and how they are divided into separate sections. Okay, so one financial markets broadly will be divided into debt market and equity market. Okay, debt market में there are further divisions. In equity market also there are further divisions. So mutual fund comes somewhere in between these two. Mutual fund is a combination of few of the equity instruments and few of debt instruments. Okay, so that if there is a downfall in the economy, if the economy is going down, the mutual fund will not go down that much. It will be stable. It will be balanced. Okay, if economy is going upside, okay, going very good, GDP is going high, economy is going high, everything is pretty well. Even then, mutual fund will not give that good returns. Okay, so mutual fund is a kind of a balanced fund. Okay, wherein you will not get a huge downfall or not a huge upside also. तो म्यूचुअल फंड दोनों को बैलेंस कर रहा है. इक्विटी एंड डेट बोथ कॉम्बिनेशन रहता है. एंड इक्विटी में भी देयर इज टू मच ऑफ डाइवर्सिफिकेशन इन द इन्वेस्टमेंट. The fund manager will make your investment into different kinds of sectors in equity and different kinds of instruments of debt also. Okay, so that is how a mutual fund will be created. Now, depending upon the risk factor, okay, and depending upon the age factor of the person who is investing into the mutual fund, depending upon his age factor, his income factor, and many other factors, considering that there are different kinds of mutual fund, different types of mutual fund. Okay, so these many types of mutual fund will be assigned or will be bought by certain kind of investors. Okay, so we'll first go through all the types of mutual fund. Okay, Acha, before moving to that, any doubts in mutual fund or anyone who has come first time to this lecture? This. Okay, I'll just go through this. Okay, mutual fund is we are collecting small amounts from many investors. Okay, and we are creating a pool of investment, a pool of money, and that pool of money will be invested into different kinds of equity instruments, different kinds of companies, different kinds of debt instruments, which involves the money market or government security, has certificate of deposits, है, cash certificate, सब चीज में commercial papers हैं. Then many other instruments it will be diversified into. Okay, and this the person who has invested in the mutual fund, he is called as the unit holder. Okay, similar to a person who has invested in the share, he is called as the shareholder. Mutual fund में जो invest करता है, he is called as the unit holder. Okay, and the mutual fund which is managed, Okay, that is those are called as the assets which is managed by a company. Okay, so that company is called as the asset management company. Okay, and those assets which are managed are called as asset under management. Okay, and that mutual fund, the unit holder will the which is equivalent to the shareholder in shares. That unit holder will every day can check its net asset value or NAV. Okay, NAV से बहुत recently NAV is the representation which you will hear now and then for a mutual fund investor. So NAV उसका जो net asset value है, that he will get every day after the share market closing. Suppose yesterday's market closing will be reflected today. So my NAV, if I want to check my NAV as of today, then it will be a reflection of yesterday's closing price of the market. Okay, so that is what is about mutual fund, and some features and functions. ये तो ठीक है. So it is very convenient to invest. It is a lower risk. Okay. Expert management is there. Fund manager will take care. He will take care of investing and which fund to be invested in, which kind of economy, all those things. He will do. All headache is on his side. Okay, you don't have to spend your brain. And then economies of scale, as a huge investment is being created from small investors, uh, we have economies of scale in during investments. Okay, then this is what the structure of mutual fund we did. There will be a sponsor who will create, who is like the promoter of the mutual fund. He will create the mutual fund. Then he will appoint a trustee who will take care of your mutual fund investments of the investors. And then the sponsor will also appoint an AMC who will take care of the investments. Okay, trustee will not take care of any investments. He will take care of the shares or the instrument which has been invested. He will take care of that. AMC will do the investments. He will buy the shares. He will buy the bonds. He will sell the shares, sell the bonds. The buying and selling will take care by AMC, and the trustee will only guard the shares. Okay, guard the instruments. He will not do the buying and selling. And after this, the mutual fund will be created, okay, under the I watch of trustee, and then transfer agents will be allotted. The distribution, selling and distribution agents will be there. They will go here and there to sell the mutual funds, and a custodian will be appointed. He will hold the shares, actual shares or the instruments or the commercial papers, whatever the mutual fund AMC is buying. They will be the guardian of this. Okay, just they will take care of the funds. And even trustee will be responsible for the money which has been received from the investor. That money will be only utilized for buying of mutual funds, shares or debentures, whatever it is. Okay, that money should not be utilized for any other purpose. So that has been also taken care by the trustee. Custodian doesn't do all those things. Custodian only will hold the instruments of the investors. The investor will only see their investment on their cell phone or in computer. That is just a number. So exactly in the physical form, custodian will be holding it. Okay, so this is what about structure of mutual fund. Now, as I've told you, types of mutual funds. Okay, there are actually many types, but basic two types are on the basis of structure, okay, and on the basis of nature. Hello. Am I audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So, on the basis of structure, it is divided into three. Okay, mainly, nowadays, the mutual fund you will find is open-ended schemes more. Okay, rather than this close or interval schemes. Open-ended is what? When a mutual fund is opened by the sponsorer, okay, anyone can come and buy the units in the mutual fund. जैसे shares जैसे buy करते हैं, वैसे you will buy units in the mutual funds. Any time between Monday to Friday in the working hours, वैसा any time, you can come in and buy the shares, buy the units, and after maybe a 1 or 2 month, if you find that this units is not giving that much return, or I can go more risky, or this or in the reverse way, or this mutual fund is very risky, I need to go for safest instrument, then you can sell the units to the company and can exit the mutual fund. So open-ended is the end is also open. Actually, the beginning is also open. Okay, anytime you can enter, buy the units. Anytime you can exit and sell the shares. Okay, there might be some exit charges or something. Okay, it is not free of cost to exit, but you can exit it at any time. You can enter and any time you can exit in open-ended. Okay, in closed-ended, what happens when the sponsor starts issuing mutual fund? Oh, sorry, closed-ended. What happens is when sponsor starts issuing mutual fund, it issues it for a certain period of time and then close it. Okay, similar to an IPO. You can enter an IPO when in that 3 days. If you remember how an IPO happens, we have dealt in the previous module. Okay, when the IPO opens, there will be a 3 or 4 days window. Only during that time you can go and buy the company's shares in the primary market using IPO. Okay, during IPO time. Then after that, if you want to buy an IPO after the closing, you cannot do it. Then you need to go to secondary market. Okay, so close-ended में कैसा है? When a promoter, when a sponsor is selling mutual fund, during that period of time you can enter. Okay, and then once you entered into that, when you have bought the units, then you cannot sell it. Okay, then you need to keep that shares, keep that units with you. Okay, till what time? Till the sponsor opens the window to sell the shares. Okay, there might be a 6 month lock-in period, or 1 month lock-in period, 3 months lock-in period. So before 3 months or before 6 months, you cannot sell the shares. Where unlike in open-ended schemes, open-ended mein, whenever you want you can buy, whenever you want you can sell. Close-ended mein, you will buy at the beginning and you can sell whenever the window is opened by the sponsorer or the EMC. Okay, interval is actually a mix of these two. Interval may there will be a special kind of a close-ended scheme. Okay, in interval scheme you can enter at any time, but you cannot exit at any time. You can exit only at certain intervals. For example, after every 3 months there will be a window which is open, and you can sell the shares to the company itself. Okay, and in close-ended scheme, one more thing I forgot is if you want to sell it before the lock-in period, then you need to sell it in the secondary market. You cannot sell it to the company. Whereas in open-ended, say ICICI ka mutual fund hai, you have bought the mutual fund of ICICI, okay, some of the mutual fund of ICICI, then you can sell it back to the ICICI again. Okay, we don't want it. In open-ended, anytime you can enter and exit. Close-ended may once you have bought the shares, bought the units, then you cannot sell it to ICICI. If you want to sell it before the lock-in period, then you need to sell it in the secondary market. Okay, and how does that selling and distribution everything happens? It's not there today. Okay, I'll explain it in the next lecture in the depository system. Okay, we have clearing, settlement, what do you say? A part in this in depository system. Okay, either in the depository system, NSDL, CDSL, the process of clearing and settlement. In this, we will study how this happens, how the shares has been transferred in the 2 days. Okay, so इसमें क्या है? So open-ended, anytime entry exit. Okay, close-ended, once entry, but the end is locked. Okay, you cannot sell the shares and go, sell the units and go. Interval mein, there are certain intervals wherein you can sell the units and go. That's it. Okay. Any doubt? It's very simple. Yes. No? Okay. This is very important and very interesting. Okay, this has been you. If anyone is planning to do in your this internship project work in any of the mutual fund or any broker, and if your topic is related to mutual fund, then this might you might require this. Okay, So it's very simple and very important from the exam point of view as well. Okay, this is the classification by the nature. How a fund that the initial, this one was just the type as per the structure. Okay, when you can buy, when you can sell, and when you can enter and exit the schemes of mutual fund. This is on the basis of how the mutual fund is actually. Okay, this can be a combination of open and closed, but generally it is open nowadays. Very few funds are closed-ended funds. Okay, so first is equity funds, and second is debt funds, third is balanced funds. So there are three types of this classification by nature. Equity fund hai, debt fund hai, and balanced fund hai. Okay, why it is called as equity funds is more of the investment is there in equity. 100% तो equity fund में बहुत rarely होता है, but at least maybe 90 to 95% of the investment is in equity funds here. Okay, so that's why it is called as an equity fund. Whereas debt funds is another type of mutual fund. In this, more and more investment is in debt and these kinds of instruments. Okay, so this is the reason it is called as debt funds. In balanced funds, it is very much balanced. Okay, debt and equity are very much pretty much the investment is common in balanced funds. Okay, so I'll go one by one. Equity funds mein more investment is in equity. In that, aggressive growth fund. Aggressive growth fund matlab when there is an investor who has just started earning, okay, and he wants to start his investment, but he wants more return on his investments also. Okay, so for that reason, there will be a fund which has been created. In that fund, more of the investment will be there in equity market, and on top of that, more investment in equity market will be there for more risky but more return type of companies. Okay, for example, there is one company whose shares is 100 rupees. Okay, okay, there is one company whose shares is 100 rupees. There is another company. Okay, yeah, the first company share price is 100 rupees. There is another company whose share price is 10 rupees. Okay, suppose after 6 months, the price of this company increases to maybe 120. Okay, 20 rupees more. And after 6 months, the price of this company increases to again 20 rupees to 30. Okay. Okay. Price 20 rupees इसका भी increase हो गया, 20 rupees इसका भी increase हो गया. So company 1, the share price from 100 it has increased to 120. Company 2, share price from 10 has increased to 30. But if I tell you to calculate the percentage increase, what is the percentage increase here? It is 20%. ठीक है, 100 से 120 हो गया. So 20% is the increase. What is the percentage increase here? It is 3 times. That means 3 times मतलब कितना हो गया? 300%. You're getting it? You're getting it? यहाँ तक समझा या कुछ?
No, sir. Tell me once.
Okay, good. So there are two companies. Okay, forget about this as of now. एक कौन सा बता रहा हूँ छोड़ दो. Okay, there are two companies in which I am planning to invest. First company, the share price of the share as of today, 28 November, is 100 rupees. And there is also another company. We'll take it as HCL. HCL का company है, उसका share price is 100 rupees. Okay, there is another company whose share price is 10 rupees. Okay, this will take it as some, okay, rice limited, 10 rupees. Suppose after 1 month, after one month or 6 months, okay, after 6 months, maybe in the month of May month में HCL price increased from 100 to 120 rupees, and price of rice limited increased from 10 to 30 rupees. ठीक है, hypothetical है, example है. ठीक है, till here everyone understood? Yes, Divya?
Yes, sir.
हाँ. Now, I am asking you to calculate the percentage increase. Percentage increase कैसे calculate करते हैं? 100 rupees था, अभी 120 rupees हो गया. How much it has increased? By 20 rupees. So percentage increase, how you calculate? 120 minus 100 divided by 100 multiplied by 100. Okay, this is percentage. 120 is the new price, 100 is the old price divided by the old price multiplied by 100. How much this gives me? This gives me 20%. So my share price has been increased to by 20% to 120. Similarly, in this case, initial price was 10 rupees. Present now in the month of May, it is 30 rupees. So how will I calculate the percentage increase? 30 minus 10 divided by 10, okay, multiplied by 100. Okay, so 20, इधर कुछ तो गड़बड़ क्या है? 20 divided by 10, it is 200%. Okay. Okay. Have you understood this?
Yes, sir. Sir, Minaz is waiting.
Minaz is waiting. Okay. Okay. So I'm just telling you the percentage increase. जैसे कि 100 marks में से you have got 90. Okay. And there is another subject in which the 10 out of 10 the marks were calculated. So out of 10 you have got 10. So in which subject you have got more marks as compared to percentage? 10 out of 10 you have got more marks, okay, as compared to 90 out of 100. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, if suppose you invest in this company, you will get 20% increase. If you invest in this company, you will get 200% increase. Okay, उल्टा भी हो सकता है. Suppose the downside of this, okay, from 100 to 80 rupees हो गया, इसका downside 10 का 2 rupees हो गया. The loss is also high, okay, and profit is also high. So this is very risky stock. In this case, profit is less, but loss is also less. It is less risky stock. Okay, this is what I am trying to tell you. A share price of one company who is not that well known to people, the share price is very less, but it is the graph will be somewhat like this. इतना fluctuating रहेगा इसका Rice Limited का. HCL का the graph will be somewhat like this. It will be less fluctuating. The profit is also less, but the loss is also less. The profit is more, but loss is also more. Okay, so this Rice Limited is kind of an aggressive stock. This is less aggressive. Okay, this is what I was trying to tell you. समझा है तो ठीक है, नहीं तो just I'll tell you again.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sir, please can you explain it once again, sir?
That's it.
Sir, I was calculated that I got 200, so I asked once again, sir.
अच्छा, नहीं ठीक है, I'll explain you. Okay, we'll not take this stocks. Okay, we'll take something else. अच्छा, चलो. Okay, there are. ठीक है. You want to give exams? ये exam वाले ठीक है. You want to do. You want to give exam. One subject, the total marks is out of 50. Okay. Another subject, the total marks is out of 100. Okay. You have written both the exams. Out of 100, you have got 90 marks. Okay. You have got 90 marks. So how much percentage you have scored in that subject? 90%. In another subject, you have scored 40 marks out of 50. ठीक है, दो सब्जेक्ट है, इसको नए लेते हैं. ठीक है, two subjects are there. One is out of 100 marks, one is out of 50 marks. You have scored in this subject 90 marks, and in this subject you have scored 40 marks. So tell me, which subject you have performed better in the terms of percentage? In both the subjects, you have got 10 marks less. Okay. Out of 100, you have scored 90. Out of 50, you have scored 40. both the subject, the marks you have marks has been 10 marks has been deducted. But in the terms of percentage, where you have scored better, this or this?
40 out of 50.
We have scored better. Okay. So how we will do it? What is the percentage? Uh, what is the percentage here? In this case, 90 divided by 100. 90 मिला है 100 में से कितना परसेंट है? अरे तुम लोग CGPA SGPA सब कैलकुलेट करते हैं. जस्ट एक परसेंटेज बताओ मेरे को. 100 मार्क्स का पेपर है,
90% सर.
90 मार्क्स मिला है, 90% है. ओके, इधर कैसे परसेंटेज? मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 100 करेंगे, कितना परसेंट है? चलो टेल मी.
80%.
80%. So where we have performed better? Here, right? 90% है marks. Yeah. In spite of a reduction of the 10 marks, where we have performed better? Here, 90%. Okay. This you have understood. ये क्या हुआ है? Okay. Similarly, you consider this as a company whose share price is 100 rupees. Okay. This share price went to 90 rupees. 100 rupees से गिर के 90 rupees हो गया. Similarly, another company is there whose share price is 50 rupees initially. उसका share price it has reduced to 40 rupees. So which company has reduced? किसका share price ज़्यादा reduce हो गया? इसका share price ज़्यादा reduce हो गया. This company का. ठीक है, 20% कम हो गया इसका only 10% कम हो गया. So this company is, you can say it is very volatile. This company is not so volatile. Okay, नहीं समझा है तो I'll go to this slide and I'll explain it. ठीक है, in numbers if you are not understood. ठीक है, last attempt मेरा. ठीक है, aggressive growth fund में I will invest in certain kind of companies whose stock price is very less. Penny stocks बोलते हैं. 1 rupee, 2 rupee, 3 rupee के stocks है, 10 rupees के stocks है. ठीक है, if they increase by 50 rupees, 60 rupees, the percentage increase is very high. You have bought maybe you have 1000 rupees. Okay, 1000 rupees में 10 rupees का share you are buying. Okay, then you can buy 100 shares. 1000 रुपए है तुम्हारे पास. 10 rupees is the cost of one share, is the price of one share. You can buy 100 shares. So 10 rupees का 20 rupees हो गया after certain months. So your price will go up by 1000 rupees to 2000 rupees. Your percent increase. Suppose there is another share whose share price is 1000 rupees and you have 1000 rupees only. You are buying one share. The price of one share is increased to maybe 50 rupees more. So it is 1050 rupees. So the point I'm trying to tell you is that penny stocks जो है वो बहुत aggressive funds रहते हैं. Okay, the increase is very high, decrease is also very high. Aggressive growth fund. So you are taking more risk for more returns. Okay, a kind of a stock where L&T या ऐसा कोई stock है, the price increase from 1000 to 1100 or 1200 doesn't seem very much. Because वो hardly 10%, 20% increase हुआ है. Okay, so that is not a kind of aggressive growth fund. They are very stable companies. They will not go down. 1000 से 0 या 1000 से 10,000 नहीं होगा. Okay, the increase is 1000 to 1100 or reduction will be in 900 in certain in that range. So aggressive growth fund में the companies which are selected, they have a huge growth potential but at a very lesser price. ठीक है, बहुत aggressive है. Second one is growth fund. Growth fund means certain companies who are not that aggressive. बहुत सस्ते भी नहीं है, बहुत aggressive भी नहीं, but fairly okay है. Okay, they are kind of a mid-cap companies, growth funds. Okay, these are two kinds of equity funds. Third is diversified equity fund. Diversified means I will invest only in equities, but in different sectors. I will put, as a fund manager, I will put money into pharmaceutical, into aviation, into hotel industry, into automobiles, into many other diversification I'll do. And also I'll diversified some in, what do you say, in corporate bonds, in government bonds also. I'll do a diversification like that. Okay, in this type of fund, you must have heard about ELSS, Equity Linked Saving Scheme. ELSS. ELSS में 90% in diversified equity fund, 90% of the investment is there in equities and 10% is there in debt. In diversified equity fund में ELSS करके. Okay. So this is what is there. Okay, just remember, if you have not that understood, aggressive growth funds, I will select certain kind of companies, okay, who can perform very well, okay, but the downside is also very low. For example, just for the sake of understanding, cricket mein, okay, there are certain batsmen, okay, who can perform very well, who आके directly 6 and 4s मारना start कर देते हैं. ठीक है, they are very aggressive, but the chance of scoring them high is also very high. Suddenly 6 and 4s मारेंगे, suddenly score will shoot up, but the chance of getting them out is also very high. Suddenly 6 मारने के चक्कर में bold हो गए या catch out हो गए या anything can happen. So they are very aggressive. They can increase the score very fast, or they can just get out and go from the crease. They are very aggressive. Growth में these kind of batsmen are not that very aggressive, but they will stand on the pitch. They will not take 1s and 2s run, but they will score. They will hit 4s and 6s also, but not that aggressively as the initial batsman. So chances of getting them out or is also quite low than as compared to the first one. Okay, just for the sake of understanding, I've told you. I don't remember this example. And the third is diversified. Diversified is they are diversifying into different sectors. Okay. Okay. Any doubts? Okay, I'll move forward. Okay. Next is a specialty fund. Okay, specialty fund means a special kind of a fund will be created only for certain kind of investors. Okay, suppose Varun sir is one of the investor. Okay, he is more interested into investing in FMCG sector. Okay, he knows many things about FMCG sectors and automobile sectors. Okay, so these two sectors he is very interested. So a mutual fund advisor will advise him that your entire money will be mostly not entire money, but maximum money will be put into automobile and FMCG sector. Okay, as you are interested much in that. So as he knows much about the FMCG sector, so Marico, Dabur, HUL, PNG, then in automobile, Maruti, Tata Motors, or Mahindra, ये सब में क्या चल रहा है ना? He is very interested, so he want to park his money into these sectors. So that's what only in these two sectors his maximum money will be put in sector funds. Okay, this is one of the kind of specialty fund. Okay, there is another investor, maybe Rohit sir. Okay, he is very much interested in investing in foreign companies. So the mutual fund advisor will advise him to invest in certain foreign companies, like if maybe certain foreign banks which are there in India, or Amazon is listed nahi hai, but anyway, any certain kind of companies which are foreign companies, irrespective of in which sector they are. Okay, they can be in pharmaceutical, they can be in FMCG, they can be in automobiles, whichever sector they are, but he is interested in investing in foreign companies. Okay, so accordingly, the investment will be done. And the next is about mid cap and small cap funds. Okay, I'll explain. First, I'll explain this. Okay, mid cap and small cap funds, they cap stands for capitalization. Mid cap and small cap. Cap stands for capitalization. So mid capitalization and small capitalization, these kind of companies will have more fluctuation and more returns. Okay, so the fund manager will advise you to invest in this. Okay, before going to value fund, first I'll ask you, do you know what is capitalization? ये जो कैप का मैं कैपिटलाइजेशन बोला ना, you know what is capitalization? Or shall I explain it? Just say yes or no. मैं पूछूंगा नहीं क्या है. You know what is capitalization? Shall I explain it, or you know, or shall I move forward?
Sir, explain.
Okay, Steven. Thank you. ठीक है. In share market, there are, if you go to BSE, website of BSE, there are around 5,000 to 6,000 companies listed in the stock exchange in BSE market. Okay. The Sensex which you see, 45,000 हो गया, 46,000 हो गया. That Sensex is the weighted average of some companies. Not all the 5,000 companies, but some companies. Okay, that's why whenever you see it is Nifty 50 or BSE 30. In National Stock Exchange, top 50 companies will be taken for the index. In BSE, top 30 companies will be taken for the index. So Sensex will be a weighted average of those 30 companies, and Nifty will be weighted average of those 50 companies. And how these 30 and 50 companies are selected? Okay, so they are selected on the basis of capitalization. What do you mean by capitalization is the price of Infosys is 1,000 rupees of one share. एक share का price is 1,000 rupees, and there are maybe 10 crore shares of Infosys are there outstanding in the secondary market. So एक share है, the price of one share is 1,000 rupees. There are total outstanding shares in the secondary market of Infosys is 10 crore shares. If I multiply these two values, 1,000 into 10 crore, okay, 10,000 crore I'll get. 10,000 crore. Price of one share multiplied by the total number of outstanding shares will give me this value. This is called as market capitalization of that company, of Infosys. This is called as the market capitalization of this company, Infosys. Okay, understood what is capitalization? Okay, price of one share multiplied by the total number of outstanding shares, we get this. This is called as the capitalization or market capitalization. So according to this, companies are divided into three sections: large capitalization company, medium capitalization company, and small capitalization company. Okay, in short form, they are called as large cap, mid cap, small cap. Okay, large cap are the companies whose capitalization, this amount is greater than 10, 10 billion dollars. That comes around 10,000 crore. Yeah, 10,000 crores. 10,000 crores market capitalization. So Infosys will definitely come. It is 10,000 crores. Infosys का इतना कम नहीं है. I just took an example. Okay, Infosys is somewhere some lakhs crore, 16 lakhs crore का capitalization Infosys का. So it is a large cap company whose capitalization is more than 10,000 crores. Mid cap, small cap company is less than 5,000 crores. 5,000 crores से less is small cap company. So between these two comes the mid cap companies. Okay, so small cap companies are the companies who have market capitalization less than 5,000. Mid cap companies between 5 to 10,000, and above 10,000 is large cap companies. Okay, so whenever you hear a term large cap, mid cap, small cap in any news channel, in CNBC, TV 18, financial news channel, ऐसा कभी-कभी देख लो 5-10 मिनट के लिए. So in those channels you will hear these terms. Okay, large cap, mid cap, small cap. Okay, or capitalization, yes, some words. So this is what they mean. Okay, this is very simple, yet a common question for any finance person. Okay, in your MBA किधर किधर भी, if you do generally a cap रहता है, and many of the examiners have asked what does cap stands for. ठीक है, many of your senior super senior have tried to explain this. ठीक है, it's simple explanation है ये. ठीक है, बहुत लोग cap क्या है करके पता ही नहीं रहता है. Cap stands for capitalization. It is the product of one share into total number of shares, and this, according to this capitalization, in share market there are three sections: large capitalization or large cap, mid cap, small cap. In these three sections, those 5,000 companies that are there in BSE or 9,000 companies that are there in NSE are being split up. Okay, so this small cap and mid cap companies, they are small companies, so investment in this is quite risky. This large cap companies, investment in this is very less risky. Here it is more risky. Here it is less risky investments. Returns is also less here and more here. ठीक है, investment management में है ना, more risk, more return, less risk, less return. So here risk is more, so return is also more. Risk is less, return is less. In one more addition thing I'll tell you, in large cap companies, there are certain companies, okay, who are called as blue chip. Okay, so certain companies who are very big, they are called as blue chip companies. Blue chip companies are the creamy layer of large cap. Okay, blue chip companies, Infosys can also be considered as blue chip companies. Okay, L&T can be considered as a blue chip company. Reliance there are a few, Reliance Limited, okay, or Tata Sons Limited. Okay, these, or Aditya Birla Group, these are companies who will never go bankrupt. They are assumed like that. Okay, these companies are very stable, and if you are investing in blue chip companies, the return is very less, but your investment is very safe. So they are the creamy layer in the large cap. Large में भी ऊपर आते हैं बहुत blue chip companies. Okay, so when you are investing in this kind of securities, mid cap, small cap funds, the investment is risky, but the return is also very high. Okay. Ready हो गया? मेरे को तो नहीं हुआ. I'll just complete these types of mutual fund and we'll wind up. Okay. Next is value fund. If you have any doubt, you can ask me now. ठीक है, or else afterwards. ठीक है. Next is value fund. Value fund is certain kind of a companies wherein I'll invest. Those companies I have calculated and I have figured out that those companies are trading at very lesser price. That means the price of those companies should be somewhere maybe around 2,000 rupees as per my calculation. Okay, 2,000 rupees ka per share hona chahiye. As per my calculation, the cost of that price of that company, market price of that company should be 2,000. But now, as of now, that company is trading maybe at 1,000 rupees, half of its price, which I have calculated. So that means that company is trading at a cheaper rate. So I will invest in those kind of companies whose share price is trading at lesser than my calculation. So those companies are called as undervalued companies. Okay, again ये थोड़ा ज़्यादा finance हो रहा है. ठीक है, there is one company, okay, who as per my calculation the price should be 2,000 rupees. Price 2,000 होना चाहिए. But as per the market, अभी मैं जाके if I check in Google, the price of this company is 100 rupees. 1,000 rupees. So this company is being valued at 1,000 rupees as per the market. But as per me, the value of this company is 2,000. This means this is undervalued stock. Undervalue है इसका. Okay, so I will invest in this kind of companies who are undervalued. Okay, उल्टा भी होता है. Suppose as per my calculation, okay, this is first case. Suppose as per my calculation, I have got 2,000 rupees again of some other company. But if I go on the stock market, if I go to Google, if I search the price of that company, the company's price is maybe around 2,500 rupees. But as per my calculation, the company should have been traded at, oh sorry, 2000, ये नहीं ऐसे नहीं है, उल्टा हो गया. Okay, 1,000 rupees. As per my calculation, it should be 1,000 rupees. As per market, it is, sorry. As per my calculation, it should be 2,000 rupees. As per market, it is 1,000 rupees. Again, it is undervalued. Okay, I'll take a fresh example. Okay, as per my calculation, the price is 1,000 rupees. Okay, 1,000 rupees में sell होना चाहिए. But the market is valuing this shares at 2,000 rupees. ठीक है, मेरे calculation के हिसाब से it is 1,000, market is valuing at 2,000. So this is a overvalued stock. Okay, ये नहीं समझा तो simple याद रखो. The price I'm going
So
to
1,000 is profit.
No, not profit. It is like जैसे अच्छा I'll go to grocery store now. See, I'm going out in a market and I'm seeing onion, price of onion. Okay, price of onion, I expected that the price of onion should be 50 rupees. Okay, so I have carried 50 rupees for 1 kg of onion. Okay, but I went to market and I found out that onion is trading at 25 rupees. So I'm very happy because as per my calculation, the onion price should be at 50 rupees in the market. But when I went to market, the price is only 25 rupees. So that's the reason I'll buy more of onion, because the price of onion will shoot up. And as per my calculation, the price of onion is undervalued. Okay. Another case is I'm expecting the price of onion should be 50 rupees. But when I went to market, the price of onion is trading as 100 rupees. Okay. तो बहुत महंगा ट्रेड हो रहा है. Okay, I am very dissatisfied because I cannot buy 1 kg of onion now. Now the price of onion is overvalued. Okay, as per my expectation, वो उल्टा हो रहा है. Either the price is very less. Okay, so I'll go and buy it. Either the price is very high, so I'll restrain from buying. Because as per my calculation, 50 होना चाहिए, but the price of onion is 100 rupees. So I will wait. I'll not buy onion because I will wait. Why? Because I'll wait because I expect the price will drop from 100 to 50. I'm expecting it. कि नहीं ये बहुत महंगा बेच रहा है. The price is not 100 actually. The price should be 50. It will drop. So I'll not buy onion at that time. I'll wait for the price to drop till 50 rupees and then I'll buy. Okay. So I'll not invest in those kind of things. Yeah. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so the reverse is also true. If I'm expecting the price is 50 rupees and I'll go to the market, I have checked the price is only 25 rupees. So I'll immediately buy because the price can anytime shoot up to 50 rupees. Okay, that is my calculation. So in this value fund, okay, when I'm going to buy any shares, if the share price is trading less than my what I have calculated or I have expected, if the share is trading at a very lesser price, then I'll immediately buy that because I'm expecting the price to rise up. If I'm going in the share market, as per my calculation, the share price is less, but the market is valuing that company at a higher price, then I'll not buy that company because I'm expecting that higher price is not the price of the company. It will come down to my calculation. Okay, so this is what undervalued and overvalued companies are there. Or equally valued, matlab 50 ka 50 or 100 ka 100. Whatever I have calculated, that is the price of the share. Okay, so that is equally valued. So I will invest in those kind of companies who are undervalued and their share price will move up. 25 rupees may I'll go and buy onion and I'll wait the price of onion to go up to 50 and then at maybe 50 rupees I'll sell the onions. Like that.
So suppose if the price of onions again falls down, then
I'll again buy more because as per my because I am very confident that the price of onion will come to 50 rupees. Okay, this is what the SIP what Warren Buffett has said. Okay, suppose I'm figuring out the price of onion is 50, it is 30, I'll buy. It goes to 20, I'll buy more. It goes to 10, I'll buy still more because I'm very confident that the price of onion will come at 50 rupees. ठीक है, अगर मेरा कैलकुलेशन गड़बड़ है तो आई एम एट अ लॉस, बट एज पर माई कॉन्फिडेंस एंड माई कैलकुलेशन आई हैव कैलकुलेटेड कि 50 होना चाहिए. So it goes down, then I'm very happy. Okay, the other investor who is not calculating, who is just buying, investing in a speculative market, कि चल बढ़ेगा शायद खरीदते इसका. So in that case, he will try and sell the sell. Yes, sir. अभी खत्म. Okay, so 5 more minutes. Then this. Achha, you understood that value fund.
So you're telling something about speculative market.
अरे हाँ, speculative market में suppose there is a person who is only trading based on technical analysis या share price के movement पे. He has not calculated anything. So during this time he will be panicked because as 25 से 10 rupees हो गया. So he will be panicked and he will sell the shares at maybe 15 rupees or when it reaches 10 rupees because he is thinking that the price will go far below. मतलब 10 से 5 हो जाएगा शायद. He will sell that. But an investor who has done a calculation, he will not do it. The person who has speculative मतलब gambling कर रहा है. ठीक है, शायद बढ़ेगा करके खरीदा था, but actually it is going down. So he will immediately sell and come out of the market. The person who has calculated, he will buy the share. He will go on buying the shares. 10 rupees हो रहा है और ज़्यादा खरीदेंगे. 8 rupees हो रहा है, still I'll buy more. ठीक है. Then after some time, from 8 rupees, it will go to 10, it will go to 15, it will go to 20, 25, 30, 35. Then at that time, the person who has sold at 10 rupees, he will start regretting. अरे अच्छा शेयर था, मैं बिना वजह 10 रुपए में बेच दिया करके. Now it has become 20 or 25 rupees. Okay, the person who has done the calculation, he will be very happy. The price is increasing. I have bought in 25 and 20 rupees. Now the price is 30 and 40. Okay, then afterwards he will sell the shares at maybe 40 rupees and he'll come out. And the person who is in the speculative market, he will buy the shares at 40 rupees thinking that it will go much higher. And again, uska ulta ho jata hai. He has sold the shares in 100 and bought the shares in 40. So this is what stock market speculative and a calculative person will do. Okay, I totally diverted from the topic. The value fund, I was just trying to explain you, undervalued and overvalued. Then finally, next is about equity fund or dividend yield funds. Okay, equity fund or dividend yield funds are those kind of investments wherein the company will give dividend. There are some companies who doesn't what do you say, are not that profitable, so they don't give dividends, or their dividend is very less, 2 rupee per share, 5 rupee per share. But there are certain companies like L&T का recently 15 rupees per share आया. Okay, and even Marico का भी dividend आया. So I invest in those kind of companies who gives much dividend, or their capitalization is very, very stable. Capital appreciation is very stable. Slowly the price is increasing. So I'll invest in these kind of companies. Okay, so this is what about equity fund is. Okay, next is debt funds. This doesn't need much explanation. Gilt funds are the government security funds. Okay, gilt stands for the interest which we get from investing in the government securities. Okay, the little meaning of gilt, I have just googled it. It is somewhat you are applying a gold paint over some structure. Okay, so you are making it attractive. ऐसा कुछ. Okay, so basically what gilt fund is government security funds.
So percentage of interest in government securities is very less, sir.
Yeah, very less. But they are very safe. Why? Because government will not default. Government नहीं बोलेगा हाँ हम लोग bankrupt हो गए. Okay, so government will not tell like that. So when you are investing in any kind of debt funds, it is very safe as compared to equity funds. Okay, so why mutual fund does like that? Because it needs to keep a balance. In debt funds, they will invest more in debt market rather than equity market. Okay, these kind of funds will be offered to mostly to senior citizens because they don't want their money to fluctuate. They just want to invest in a very secured but less return wala stock, less return wala mutual fund, but very secured funds. So in spite of low returns, they will keep their funds in debt, keep their money in debt funds, senior citizens, but because they don't want any growth in their money. They just want their money to be safe. So the returns is very less in gilt funds. Similarly, income funds भी वैसे ही है. Monthly income funds is also monthly you will invest, and monthly you can sell the stocks. In short income funds are those wherein 3 to 6 months ka the investment is there in corporate bonds, in debt markets. Gilt is totally government securities. Income funds is somewhat mix of corporate bonds, corporate debentures, and monthly funds is also a mix of that, but it is monthly. Short term funds is 3 to 6 months. Then liquid funds is you invest in this call money market, treasury bills, or commercial paper, certificate of deposits, wherein you can easily sell to anyone. Okay, it is highly liquid. Commercial papers, certificate of deposits, all those. Okay, then finally is balanced fund. Balanced fund is nothing, just a mixture of debt and equity in equal amount. Okay, so whether there is a downside or there is an upside, your investment is going as per the economy. Okay, where if you have invested more in debt funds, if economy is going down, you are safe. But if economy is going down, going up, you will not get much return. Okay, whereas in equity fund, if economy is going up, you will gain more. But if economy is going down, you will lose more. Okay, so this is what is types of mutual funds. अभी ये है, but we'll do this in next class. Or it is you will study anyways, but we'll do it in next class. Okay, so thank you. Any doubts? Okay. If you have not understood this numericals which I have told you, don't worry. Okay, the explanation in the notes is such that you will understand it. Okay, or anything again, if you want me to explain, I can explain it. This is very self-explanatory. Okay, the interesting things are these, this and this. So, what should we do? Should we wind up? Okay. ठीक है. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.